Hey y'all, welcome back to IteariTV. My name is Iteari. Today I'm going to run into Ross and see what I can find in the craft aisle. This is going to be my current craft aisle finds at Ross because it's been a while since I've been into this particular Ross. They're always messy. It's not a good Ross to go into as far as like neatness and cleanliness, but they have some of the best treasures at times in this particular one, but it's always horrible inside here. I'm in here on a weekday in the morning, so it might be a little bit better, but we're gonna see what we can find in this craft aisle. Let's see if we get lucky. Okay, guys, so I slowed you down a little bit so we could take this frame by frame and I could take my time. So I started out in the front of the store looking at the bracelets. I feel like these bracelets would be perfect for using on your beadable projects, beadable pins, beadable knives, beadable paper openers, anything beadable. You can reuse the charms. So I was thinking you take your jewelry tools and, take the charms off and reuse them, or use the bracelet itself to put on a beadable item. I then looked at these cups only because I'm thinking about bedazzling cups. I think it would be really neat to bedazzle these, and I love the summery cups. I purchased cups like these from Ollies for less than $5, I think. Could have been $5. I was also looking at these summer cups to embellish. That one was less than $4. I think that one would look really cool with gems, and also that one too. And you could use it as a pencil holder. Take the top off. I have a few cups as pencil holders right now. So I liked that cocktail kit right there for $7.99. Comes with straws and coasters and all the things. That one would be cute to bedazzle as well. So pay attention to the cups. You never know what you may find. Anything plastic that's fairly plain, I'm thinking, what kind of gems can I put on it now? I did like that tray. That would be used as a food tray or drink tray, but I actually think it would be a cute craft tray. And I think that was $8.99. And I was looking at these baskets. You could definitely use these in your craft room to organize your markers and pens and things. I couldn't find a price on that one. But the price on that one, the second one, was $6.99. So I love those for organizing your pens and pencils. Go ahead and follow me over on Incredibly Iteari. It'll be tagged in the description below. I was looking at the toy for for that channel, which is my toy collection channel. And then we're just going to go through all of these sketchbooks and planners that I'm seeing. I didn't see any happy planner in Ross this week, but you can definitely spot happy planner depending on what Ross you go to. You just never know, guys. You just never know. Ross always has stationery sets. If you want to purchase one for a young person getting started on their stationery journey, I think that one was only like $5. Can't beat that. And you can add charms to the side of any journal and keychains. I really love that bow journal right there. I have so many bow and coquette papers and stuff. And I'm also thinking about which journal I want to use to start my glue book. So now when I'm going and looking at journals, I'm thinking about what journals I have in my stash that I want to use as my glue books because I've been like addicted to glue book videos lately. I love the act of just gluing random things down on a page, and it's so freeing. Like that Snoopy book, that would make a great glue book. And you could use the cover of your journal to like make the theme of your glue book. So that journal has thin pages. I know a lot of people who do glue books glue their pages together sometimes. I think my first one, I'm going to use a journal with thicker pages just because I want to use different types of materials in my glue book. Then we're going to get to the markers. I mean, Ross has markers for days. You should never be without a marker if you're near Ross. Markers and highlighters. This particular Ross today had a fresh shipment of all types of dual tip highlighters that we're going to see soon. I'm just showing you that you can get 60 alcohol markers pretty much for $18. But there's also pencils here for $6. These acrylic markers. I haven't purchased these ones yet. I had thought about it at one time just so I could test them. They look like they're pretty good. The acrylic markers. And then we have coloring book markers, which I thought was interesting. I'm wondering if they're light enough to not seep through thinner coloring book pages. So those may be good for me to try at some point in time. And here are the highlighters. It's like a stream of different highlighters by different brands in Ross, in this particular Ross right now. I love the pastel color highlighters. And we have some more dual tip highlighters. And one of the tips is like clear, where you can see what you're highlighting. I don't really understand that, but that's what they look like for $5.99. Then we've got more double-sided highlighters. I think this Ross just got like a fresh shipment of highlighters because they were everywhere. Then we got the big boys Fiskars. I was very excited when I saw these particular scissors. These scissors cut through sticky papers. So you can cut sticky things with them. They're only $6.99 and you get two pairs. I didn't purchase anything in this particular Ross haul because I just kind of wanted to videotape and get out of there. But it cuts through sticky materials. Those are heavy duty. Those are worth the price. Ross always has Fiskars scissors of some type. And I just think that's amazing. Fiskars is one of my favorite scissors brands. This is a gratitude journal I found randomly. It's a really pretty journal cover. I love that journal cover. I think it was $3.99. And then container sets. I have a few of these and I love them. This set was $3.99. I have that pink set below. You've seen some of these in my hauls. I love these containers. That one was $5.99. I keep a lot of my pens and markers in those. Looks like we got some of the Carissa markers. These Carissa acrylic markers are really good. I have those, and I would definitely recommend those. Anything by Carissa, I recommend when you see it in Ross or in DD's discounts. And then erasable pens by Avenue Art. I was very excited about those. Very excited about those. I love me a good erasable pen. And I don't think I have these. They're erasable gel pens. These are $19.99. They give me the look of Grabie's erasable pens because I know I have Grabie's. And I almost thought, I was like, I think I have these, but Grabie's just looks the same as this, or this looks the same as Grabie. I don't know who came out first, but very excited about those. Then you have these cute unicorn pens that are scented. I love the packaging. Not a huge unicorn fan, but that unicorn is working them shades. She is working them shades for sure. So all sorts of cute pens and markers and highlighters and just all the things in Ross. But this Ross had a lot of pens and markers this time around. This huge crayon was really neat. I think this would be great as like a decorative item on your desk. I was looking at it trying to figure out where would I put it. I feel like it should go in like a decorative glass cup or something, like a decorative glass jar or something. I don't know, something to make it stand out in your craft room. Great prices on these Papermate pens. I mean, look how many pens you get for 20 bucks. Papermate is a very good brand of pen. Then you got this whole jewelry set for $10. I paid like $10 for 3 pliers at Michael's, and it did not come with the case and the rest of the tools that this one comes with. I think that's a great deal. $10 for that particular jewelry tool set. A great deal for that. With the case too. And then we got these. What am I picking up here? Oh, my favorite acrylic ballpoint pens. I found them a second time. These are $7.99. If you see these by Avenue Art in this packaging, get them. I stand by these pens. I love, 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 love them. You've seen them in a previous haul, but they are still showing up in Ross. So get those. Get those acrylic ballpoint pens. I love them. You got some clickable highlighters or retractable highlighters. And then this Westcott battery operated pencil sharpener. Man, I was so tempted to walk out there with this today, but I'll have to go back when I actually feel like shopping. I have a Westcott pencil sharpener that you plug in. It's bigger than this one that I got from Ollies. And I think it was around the same price as this battery operated one. But I love the Westcott brand. This is another brand I stand by with scissors, tools, pencil sharpeners, rulers. I love anything by Westcott. So Definitely top tier, high quality stationery. Then they had these little containers, which I thought were odd. Ross has these for $2.99. We can get the same containers from Hobby Lobby for 99¢. So I didn't think that was a good deal. I didn't think that was a good price. Then you had this desk organizer. I liked this because of the mauve pink paper clips. It'd be so pretty for Valentine's Day if you were doing a Valentine's Day project. I really wouldn't use the push pins, but I did like the paper clips and the other clips. I love the color of those. Perfect for like, it's like that blush pink color. Very pretty. Westcott scissors, which I definitely think are a great deal. I mean, whenever scissors come under a warranty, you know they're good stuff. Those are only $5 for two. Well worth it. Well worth it, in my opinion. We got the scissors, and then we have more pins. This Pure Create brand, there's a few like off brands that I've never heard of that I'll see in Ross. Pure Create, and then the other one was like Simple Create or something Create. And I see those back and forth in Ross. So I don't know how good these fine liners are. But sometimes it's really good to have a fine liner pen to color with. I'm curious about these pencils. Hadn't heard of this brand, but it looks pretty sophisticated. And I think that's a great deal for all the pencils you get in there. 101 pencils plus erasers and a pencil sharpener for like $6. If you had a classroom where you needed to give out pencils, I think that'd be a great deal for a teacher. You do have to pay attention in Ross. Like that box was open. It's not a box I would purchase because it was open. So just pay attention to any open boxes and items that you see in Ross because you never know. Then they had they had this loom band bead kit, which is really interesting. Comes with bands and beads and all the things. I think it was $10. These pop up very often in Ross. More office supply kits with the paper clips and the other clips. Nothing too major. Excuse me. This time around. This is a really cool pencil pouch by the Style Lab for $5. I love that it came with the little wristlet there. It's a pretty pouch to use for your stationery to take on the go with you. And acrylic paints. You can always find acrylic paints in Ross. No matter when you go, you can find some acrylic paints. That particular set looks like it was $19. That is a lot of acrylic paints for $19. I don't know how good they are. That's a lot of acrylic paint for $19. Then you got more peanuts. I think this was like $6 or $8 rather. You have a colored pencil set. I thought this one was cute because it came with glitter color pencils, which are really cute. You have glitter and metallic color pencils. Plus, you get the color pencil case. I feel like that's a great deal for $10. It's a squishy case. It's more metallic markers. I don't think I've tried these particular ones. Self-made creative. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. There's pure creative and then self-made creative that you see a lot in Ross. Then you have more of these notebooks that you could use as glue books, especially if you wanted like a theme. Like if I wanted a Marvel theme for one of my glue books that I plan to create in the future, like that would be the perfect book to start off with because it has Spider-Man on the top. And then everything inside could be Marvel related. I did find one paper pack, a glitter pack. Pretty glitter sheets on there, pastels. And it was $7.99. Craftsmith, that one's by Craftsmith. Yeah, $7.99. And then I saw an acrylic dry erase calendar. I'm seeing those pop up a lot in most stores. And I wanted to flip through this planner. You can find planners like this all throughout the year in Ross. I mean, you don't ever have to be without an inexpensive planner if you have a Ross near you. This planner was missing the back of the book when I flipped it over. I don't know what happened here. Excuse me. But it was missing the whole back of the planner. So just, make sure you look at the stuff that you buy when you're shopping in Ross. Look over it thoroughly before you pay for it. because this particular aisle here by by the toys, this stationery aisle is by the toy aisle, and this aisle goes through a lot of handling, and just kids messing around and getting into stuff, and it can be a really bad experience back there if you go on the wrong day, for sure. Unless your Ross is just like supreme and clean all the time, which I did see a Ross like that in Jacksonville, Florida. And then I looked through this journal. This journal was really cute to take notes. Ross has a lot of really nice journals and very large ones. That particular one's by James Burke. I love anything by James Burke. I'm noticing that too. Every time I see something in Ross by James Burke, I'm like, oh, it's really cute, really pretty. So James Burke has highlighters and whiteouts and all sorts of things that you'll find floating around in Ross. But that was really cute. And those would make good glue books as well. And then I picked up, looks like I'm looking at this 3-pack of 8x10 notebooks. Those are cute. Those would make cute glue books too. Everything could be a glue book. I know most people use composition notebooks for the glue books, but I'm going to be using whatever the heck I find in my house at the time. I love those notepads. I don't need notepads, but when they come with pretty spines like that, it's like, do I need a notepad? I kind of wanted them. For what reason? I don't know. Because when I take notes for work, I use a notebook. And then you can always find canvas kits at any day in Ross. Those are $6.99. And they come with the paints, the paint brushes, and the canvas picture. So, I mean, for $7, anybody can do art. And then we have more storage containers and solutions that I'll show you here, which I love. That's a double-decker toolbox for $6.99. Oh, and then I'm still seeing these Crafty or storage boxes pop up for the 12x12 papers. And these are going for $4.99. And I actually do think these are a better deal than the $3 ones, $3.99 ones at Hobby Lobby, because those craft gear ones are a little bit deeper than the Hobby Lobby smaller ones. So I think you're getting a better deal on the Ross ones if you can find them. More of those storage containers that I love. I have these as well, I believe, the A9. And then that huge storage container, I have one of these, a similar one that I've purchased from Ross for $30 here. So well worth it for the storage. I mean, for beads, little trinkets, anything. I have one in my office. And then here's a Brie Reese color by number pad, which is $6.99 here. So a little bit less than what you find in Hobby Lobby and Michael's, but not extremely less. Hobby Lobby and Michael's will still charge you like $8.99. It's not too far off from their prices. But it comes with the color pencils, and Brie Reese, I love her scratch pads and her color by numbers and paint by numbers, but you can find her in almost any craft store now. That was my first time seeing that particular pad. And then these are some beads that I actually have in my stash. These are $5.99. So I'm really happy that I'm seeing things that I've purchased pop up again, because that means you'll be able to find them too. So keep checking Ross, because we have some repeat items popping up again. Here's a phone case, a 16 Pro Max. I would love to bedazzle that phone case, but I'm trying to figure out what else I could use phone cases for besides for phones. If you have any ideas on that, let me know. I feel like we could make a really good shaker with a phone case. I just don't know if I have the mind to do it, but I feel like a phone case would make a really, really good shaker. Here's a bead kit. That bead kit was kind of expensive, similar to the prices that you find in Michael's. Okay, guys, that's going to wrap up this store walkthrough this time. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing more store walkthroughs for the craft aisle specifically. There are tons of channels on YouTube that do walkthroughs of stores, but they always skip over the craft and stationery aisles, I noticed. So I'm thinking about doing more of that. I have to do it when I feel like it, and I'm just in the mood to record, and I'm going during a good time of the day, because these stores get crazy, especially Home Goods and Ross. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing more content like that. But thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and put some dollar signs in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.